Well, hello there, folks. Good evening, and welcome back to the Masters Championship. Tonight, as you can tell by the title of the stream, it is going to be the awards for Season 6. Now, these awards and all the nominees have been. I've gave all the drivers basically a chance to vote for people who have been nominated. All the nominees have been done by the guys in the committee, so just a massive thanks to them for giving me the ideas of who to put down for each award. There's certain awards, there's like cleanest driver, dirtiest driver, Mr. Consistent, overachiever, most improved. There's all them sort of awards, but as it is the awards, we may as well just crack on with it. And the first award, I don't know which one to go for first. First off, I will go for. We'll start off with overachiever. So overachiever is basically an award where people at the start of the season didn't expect this certain driver to perform as well as they actually have, but the driver over the whole course of the season has actually surprised everybody. And the nominees were narrowed down to 8 people. So the first nominee was Graham, 89A. The next one was the Division 1 champion Kelsper. Next was TMC Wesker. Then there was Sygate, Joe Corby, myself, SH, and Lowkey. And to be perfectly honest with you, the votes for overachiever were very, very close. Second place, I can confirm, with 9 votes, was Joseph Corby. And the winner, by 1 point, who got 10 votes, was Graham Chappell, Graham 89A. So all I can say is congratulations to Graham, because yes, he is in Division 1 and he's not particularly the quickest, I must say myself, and I don't really think he'll fall out of me too much for saying that, but he has practiced a lot and he has exceeded expectations. I think his expectations for the start of the season was maybe top 10, top 11 or something like that, but at the end of the day, Graham, I think he ended up finishing like 8th or something in the championship, so he done very well and he done an overachievement, so well done to Graham for winning the award, and Joseph also very good on second place. So the next award we'll move on to is, we'll go most improved, because after overachiever, most improved is probably the next one. So the most improved is basically a driver who at the start of the season, it's different than overachiever sort of thing. So it's more like the driver didn't have the pace at the start of the season, but gradually over the season he started to become quicker, started to fight for higher positions, maybe scrape a podium or two, and so on and so forth. And the nominations were narrowed down to 6 people, and this was from the committee. So the first nominee was Joseph Corby. The second nominee was SH. Alfie Frisch was the third nominee, Wesker was the fourth nominee, and Escuba and Matt were 5th and 6th. So this award, I must say myself, was not even close in the slightest. So I'm not even going to do a runner-up because there's absolutely no point. The winner, who got 23 votes, and the next was 3 votes. Yes, 3. This person won by 20 votes. And I'm pretty sure you all know who the winner is. The winner is Joseph Corby. So all credit to Joe for winning most improved. Like, I have to say he's a worthy winner, because I've raced with Joe for quite a while and I raced with him all this game, and I know what sort of driver he is. At the start he was not up to scratch. Like, even to me he was about maybe a second slower than me. Maybe to Scuba and Matt he was like a second and a half, but now he's cut that gap. So now he's only maybe he's maybe like 3 tenths off me, and he's maybe like 7 or 8 tenths off them. So he's half the gap over the whole course of the game, and I think that is why most definitely he would deserve most improved. So, and even as you can see in the performance stuff and all from in the championship as well, like he was starting off with like P11s, P12s, maybe getting some P9s, but then towards the midway and the end of the season he was banging in P5s, P4s, P6s, maybe even some P3s, He started to improve his ways, and I don't know if that was down to the help that us Irish boys gave him, or the fact that he had a teammate in Low-Key to help him, but at the end of the day he improved over the course of the game, and hopefully he carries this form on to the next game, which is 2019. So well done to Joseph Corby for winning most improved. And the next one we will go for is, we will do best newcomer. So the best newcomer is basically just a person who is recently just new to TMC, maybe this season or last season, because last season, as you all know, we cut it halfway, so that season doesn't technically count, but it still counts if you get what I mean. So these are just people that came in and have just suddenly just absolutely shunned, like nobody knew what was going to happen of them. And there was 5 nominees, and I think they're 5 worthy nominees. So the first nominee was SH, the second nominee was Venom Splits, the third nominee was Technique Gaming, the fourth nominee was the Division 1 champion Calsper, and the fifth nominee was Tencat. Now, this wasn't it, it wasn't close either, because the winner got 11 votes and second place got 7. So because there's only 4 votes of difference, I will go for second place. So second place was SH, the Division 3 runner up to myself. Like, I can say myself, he's definitely worthy of second place, because I had absolutely no idea what he was like. Like, I know he was in Division 4 the season before, and he wasn't particularly performing the best, but some strange reason he came into Division 3 this season and absolutely, I mean, pushed me, like, and I was a former Division 1 driver, like, and he managed to push me, so that's why he deserves second place in the newcomer. But the winner, as everybody probably much knows, is Calsper, the Division 1 champion. Like, Calsper came into Division 1, nobody had any idea what his pace was like, and he pretty much wrapped the championship up halfway through the season, like, so he was just on it every single race, and like the pace he was showing was next to none. And Calsper, he pretty much does deserve the award. So all credit to Calsper for winning best newcomer. Now the next one we will go on to is we will go on to the most annoying award. Now this award is just a person that has been in the chat that talks the absolute, and I'm going to say it on stream, the biggest load of bollocks I have ever heard in my life, and it gets beyond a point where it is literally so annoying. But yeah, it's just like, it's a person that just talks so much nonsense, and you're just like, oh, could you please be quiet and all this. And then the more and more they keep talking about it, the more annoying it gets. And it just gets so annoying after a while. But the nominees for this award is, there's only 5 nominees now. So the first nominee is TMC Wesker. The second award is myself, because I do find it a bit annoying, like, so I have to put myself up there. The next award is Clarity Bloons. Fourth nominee is Dark Bolt, and the fifth nominee is Kevin Portugal. And this was a very, very, very close award. Now, everybody is saying that Clarity Bloons was the most annoying in TMC, but I can tell you now, he finished second. And you're all pretty much going to guess it now once Clarity Bloons has finished second. The winner for the third straight season was TMC Wesker. Now, Wesker, I understand he's going to be absolutely, and I'm just going to say this as well, he's going to be absolutely pissed because he's done it for the third year in a row. But Wesker, like, you can kind of expect it whenever you're saying, oh, I'm sandbagging on this game, or such and such, like, all this sort of shite, like, where I'm sandbagging, wait to the next game, I'll give him a pace in the next game, like Wesker. You do realise the more and more you say that, the more and more annoying that gets, and you say that every day. Like, I mean, I think I can count every single day you say that about 7 times a day, and that just absolutely drives people up the wall. Yes, Clarity Bloons may send in some weird pictures and talk some bollocks, but the stuff that you say, it isn't even, some of the stuff you say isn't even bollocks. It's just so annoying, and that's why you sustained the vote. But all I can say is, Wesker, is that yes, you're saying about sandbagging, but you've just got to just simply say that yes, you haven't got the pace on the game. Yes, me personally, I still think you're a quick enough driver, and I do think you have the pace on this game, but you're just not up to the levels of the guys in Division 1. I do think you are Division 2 pace. But you just can't keep saying that you're sandbagging for every time that you don't do well, because you just got to take responsibility for yourself, and that is why you do get the most annoying award. And you also end up saying as well that, like, you're faster than Kieran Trapp, who was Division 4. I'm just going to put this out because I want to throw a wee dig at you, But yeah, Kieran Trapp is probably quicker than you, so yeah, just throw it out there. But no, sorry, Wesker, that you won the most annoying award for the third year in a row, but gotta spruce it up for next season, my young friend. And that leads us on to the next award, which we are going to go for. We will go for the Dirtiest Driver Award. Well, not even the Dirtiest Driver, this is the Most Aggressive Driver sort of thing. Now this is just a person that, yes, they're probably seconds faster or maybe tenths faster than the car ahead, but will go for the biggest and most stupidest dive bombs, have been caught up in a lot of incidents this season, have sustained a lot of penalties this season. Like, it's just a driver that isn't patient when they're behind a car. And it's been narrowed down to 6 nominees, and to be fair, I think 6 of the nominees you can't really complain about. So the first nominee is Kelsper, the Division 1 champion. Next is Perpetual Mobile. Third is Technique Gaming. Fourth nominee is Extrema. The fifth nominee is Venom Splits. And the sixth nominee is Caesar TPN. Now this was a close one, but everybody can pretty much, as I've seen a few people say in the chat, that Perpetual Mobile was the dirtiest driver, and I gotta say he won the vote by 1 vote over Kelsper. So Kelsper finished second and Perpetuum won by 1 vote. So Perpetuum, he's not gonna be happy with that being voted the most aggressive driver slash dirtiest driver. He's not gonna be happy with that. But Perpetuum, all I can say is just take it on the head, son, and come back in the next game, and just all you have to literally do is yes, you're probably quicker than guys ahead, but just take your time when passing. Don't be going for stupid overtakes. Like, Kelsper's done the same, which is why he gets second. Like, he's done stupid overtakes. Like, you two have so many penalties this season. Like, you have got to cut them out, because it's not fair on the other drivers in the division. Like, say if you're say it's lap 7 out of 20, and you're on the slower tyre, and the guy ahead of you's on tyres that are pretty much dead. Yes, don't be going for stupid dive bombs through a corner. Wait till you get to a straight and you have a perfect time to overtake. Yes, you may lose time, but it will still come back to you anyway once you put on the fresher set of tyres. So just take your time when overtaking, and that's the same with Kelsper. Just both of you take your time, and everything should be pretty much fine after that. But Perpetual Mobile does win the dirtiest driver or most aggressive driver. So once that door's been out of the way, we will move on now to the cleanest driver. Now this is just a driver that everybody pretty much trusts that they can race 100% side by side with, and there's not going to be any sort of contact, and will leave plenty of room, a lot of racing, and like perfect racing brain and all this sort of stuff. But it was now down to 7 nominees. So the first nominee was Darren Sinclair, the second nominee was Graham 89A, the third nominee was Dekeepa, the fourth nominee was Matt Tybalt, the fifth nominee, was Paddy. The sixth nominee was myself, and the seventh nominee was F1 Alonso. Now this was a very, very close vote, and the second place lost out by one point, and I don't think he's going to be too happy with this. But second place is Graham. Graham has lost out by a point to the man who has taken first place, which is F1 Alonso. Now, I pretty much have to say F1 Alonso is a worthy winner, because, like, this season, like, I've done stewarding for all the races this season, and I can't remember even once even having to look at an incident that involved F1 Alonso. Like, if you can go a whole season without having to involve someone as a driver, it shows you that they're definitely a clean driver. And I've done the same with Graham too before. Graham hasn't really done too many big incidents either, so I can understand why them two did win the vote, but F1 Alonso just pipped them by 1 vote, and I don't know if Graham will be happy about that, but I know F1 Alonso would be pretty happy with the fact that he is voted by TMC guys as the cleanest driver in TMC. So next one, then we'll move on to the most consistent. Now the most consistent is it's not basically a person that's it's just a person that is like, they don't have to continually score 10 like P10s every race. It's as long as they finish the race, are consistent every single lap they do, don't really get involved in too many incidents, and like they're just pretty much thereabouts whenever like a handful of points need to be taken up. Like, they're always the consistent one, just nabbing points there and then. This was put down to 8 drivers now, and the committee says that the 8 drivers that they were going to select for this award was, the first nominee was going to be Kelsper, the second nominee was going to be Matt Tybalt, the third nominee was also going to be Graham, and then Sway was going to be number 4, and then 5th and 6th were going to be Loki and Dekeepa. They also put me into that as well, so I'm grateful for that. I was down as 7th nominee, and the 8th nominee was SH. Now this one as well, the winner lost out. Sorry, the winner won by 2 votes. Just looking at it here now, and second place was Graham. Now Graham hasn't. This is the second award now that Graham's lost out by 1 or 2 votes. So I don't know if Graham's going to be too happy with the fact that he's lost out on two like awards that I think these are the two awards that Graham would care about the most. Like he did win the Overachiever award, but I don't think he would care about that as much as he would for Mr. Consistent or Cleanest Driver. So Graham has finished second in both of them awards, and the winner, as pretty much people are probably going to think it is, as the most consistent, was Matt Tybals. And I gotta say myself, Matt at the start of the season he had a shocking start to the season. I think it was up until Spain, or maybe even well after that, when he started to pick his race up. And I think after that he starts going P5s, P4s, P3s, P2s constantly the rest of the season. And if you're scoring big points like that constantly for the second half of the season and getting yourself up in the second place in the championship, then you definitely deserve credit for Mr. Consistent. So Matt does win Mr. Consistent, so all congratulations to him. Next off, we will move to biggest disappointment. Now, this is just basically flop of the season. This is just an award where people have expected a driver to perform better than what they did. It's basically the opposite to overachiever. So this was narrowed down to 8 nominees as well. So the first nominee was Kyle, Division 1. The next one was also Division 1's Kevin Portugal. The next one then was Division 2's Merck, and Division 1's Sway was after that. And then Sergeant Hitman as well was also put in that. So was Race Driver, which is Timo, as you all know. And then there was Paddy and Stevie G were also in that as well. So they were the 8 nominees. To be honest with you, this was a very close award as well. Merck finished second by 2 votes. So the winner by 2 votes was Kevin. And Kevin, I can safely tell him now, is not going to be happy with that award. He is going to be absolutely fuming at that, because, like, we've all got to be serious. I do apologise. Kevin, at the start of the game, was ridiculously quick. Like, he would have been one of the quickest in TMC. And he went to Division 1, and everybody was like, right, Kevin's going to start scoring P2s, P1s, P3s most of the season. But I don't even think Kevin's won a race. And he's DNF most of the races as well anyway. So, Kevin, what can I say, man? You were the biggest flop of the season, and me personally as well, I expected you to be up there in the championship. Well, I know you did join a bit late, like, but I expected you to fight for a couple of podiums and a couple of wins, but you didn't fight for them every race. And gotta say, man, it's a bit disappointing, but I do hope that in the next game you do take a different approach and actually end up becoming more consistent and, like, not bottling or spinning out or DNFing as much next season. So just take it on board, my friend. But yeah, Kevin does win biggest flop of the season. Now the next award is going to be the duo, basically teammates of the season. Now this was basically just knocked down to four nominees. So the first nominee was myself and Jono, because we won the constructors in Division 3. The next one was Scuba and Matt, who won the Division 1 constructors title. Then Division 3 champions constructors was Loki and Joe, and then the committee also threw in their Focky and Synchronizer as well, because you know Focky and Synchronizer are pretty much they're pretty much tied to each other, like, you know, where one goes the other one goes, so you had to throw them two in. But this award wasn't even close. I'm just going to say the winners were Scuba and Matt. Like, Scuba and Matt had 22 votes, and the next in was me and John on 6. So, you know, what can we say? Scuba and Matt both won the Division 1 Constructors Champions, and pretty much these two have teamed up with each other for a couple of seasons now, and they do get on well off outside F1, so I can understand why they'd be the best duo. So congratulations to Scuba and Matt, and hopefully if they're teammates for the next season, that they can continue on their form and maybe fight for an All Constructors Championship. And the next award, before we get on to the last one, is going to be Rivalry of the Season. So there wasn't really many rivalries in TMC from what we can remember, but it was knocked down to just 3. The first rivalry was Adam and the Haas boys, because the last couple of at the start of the season, Adam had a lot of incidents with Focky, and in the last couple of races he had a lot of incidents with Synchronizer. So we just thought Adam and the Haas boys would be, instead of having Adam, Synchronizer and Focky, so make it easier like that. The next one was Kevin and not Kevin and Wesker, it was Merck and Wesker. This is for all the banter they need to have outside of racing. Like, every week they sit and say, "Oh, Wesker says, Merc, you're my number two. I'm gonna beat you, gonna lap you, all this sort of stuff." And Merc just like, "Yeah, I'm gonna beat you." So there's a big rivalry going on between them two, but it's like a friendly rivalry sort of thing. So them two had to be through, and then it was also the rivalry for the Division 3 Championship, which was between myself, SH, and Venom. Now this was a close enough vote, but tight. Well, actually, it was actually that close that it was a tie for second place. Adam and the Haas boys and Wesker and Merck were both tied for second place, and the winners of the rivalry of the season was myself, SH, and Venom. I must just say something about this here is that yes, I I would say it's a worthy award as well because I was pushed to my absolute limit with these two. Like if Venom Split had to come into Division 3 a lot earlier, I think it would have been a lot closer battle. But SH pushed me to the limit this season. It's just a shame he didn't have the best last couple of races. Other than that, it would have been a lot closer in the championship. But gotta just say they're both two worthy opponents to fight for the championship with, and I do believe the two of them are both going to be in Division 2 next season along with myself. So let's just redeem this rivalry next season, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope it's going to be a good one. And before we go on to the last award, I just want to do like a special award sort of thing. This is just pretty much an appreciation award. Now this is an award that I would like. It's basically just a thank you to the people that have helped, and I was gonna knock it down to a couple of people, but I think I might just knock it down to a group of people. And the group that I'm gonna knock it down to is the committee. So the fellas that are in the committee, they all know who they are. This award's gonna go to them because without them boys, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't think I'd be able to run TMC as well as I have, because them guys are the guys that are giving me the ideas of what to do for the next season. They're also telling me if I'm doing something wrong. They're telling me how I should rectify it, keep other people happy, and that's what I want. It's like a close relationship, like Timo, Sway, and Bert also get a good massive shout out and thank you as well, because Bert does a lot for the website. Like I can't thank him enough for what he does for the website. Sway does all the Twitter stuff. Like everything is put on Twitter is absolutely top standard, and I really appreciate what he does. And then Race Driver does a lot of streams and all as well. Same as Offrey and the Keeper, they do a lot of Division 1 streams. So does Peter and Dobby, they both do a lot of Division 2 streams on a Friday. So all them boys know who they are. Like they all know, they don't need me to say who they are. But I just like to thank them lads, because without them, as I said, I don't think I'd be able to run TMC as well as I could. But just massive respect, and hopefully for next season them lads help me to improve TMC. So the fellas in the committee, thank you very much. You all know who you are, so thank you very much. And this special award and appreciation award goes to you, so thanks very much. And the last award is the big award. It is Driver of the Season. Now the Driver of the Season has pretty much been knocked down to, it was knocked down to the 3 champions, and then there was 2 runners up. Well, it's just, well, there was 1 runner up, and then there was one who was like performed very well this season. But like you'll understand what I mean whenever I say it. So Calsper was one of the nominees. He was the Division 1 champion, so he deserves to be in the award. The next one was myself. After that was Low Key. SH, my rival for Division 3, was also there. Bert didn't really get into it, but I would shout out Bert as well for this. And Perpetual Mobile was put in the award, but at the end of the season Matt finished second, so it kind of changes a wee bit. But like Perpetuum's just in the award anyway because he was nominated. And the award, I must say myself, was pretty close between 3 drivers. You know who the drivers are: me, myself, and me, Calsper, and Loki, as I should say. But it was separated by 2 votes now between third and second. So Calsper did get third. I ended up getting second, and Low Key was voted number 1 driver of the season. I lost out by a vote, so I'm pretty annoyed about that. But Low Key, I have to say myself, he absolutely deserved it. Like Division 2, he absolutely stormed the field. Like was putting in consistent races, was just scoring a load of wins. Like yes, like I scored 17 out of 21 podiums, but you know, Low Key, he does deserve the award because he was in the division higher and the competition was a lot higher than what it was in Division 3 for myself. So, yeah, I can be a bit upset about it, but at the end of the day, finishing runner-up to Low Key, I'm not really going to be too upset about it because Low Key's a worthy winner, fantastic driver, and has been here pretty much from the start. So, all credit to Mr. Low Key, he does take driver of the season. And that's pretty much going to wrap up the awards, boys. I hope you all did enjoy it, and there is going to be more news about the upcoming season for TMC. It's not going to be any more seasons on this game because there's only like 5 or 6 weeks till the new season starts, but it's going to be 2019 when the new season starts, and I will do a video to show you all the lineup for Division 1, 2 and 3. I'm going to get someone to help me with the video, so we're going to do like the lineup and what persons in each car like it was done before, because I just think it's better to just do that instead of having to just do a picture and just put it into a WhatsApp chat, because what's the point? So that will all be done in due course. There's no rush about that yet because we still have 5 or 6 weeks, and then once the game comes out we'll wait a week and a half, 2 weeks, and then after that we'll just bang on with the season, and hopefully we are looking forward to a brand new season. There is new drivers coming in that will all be revealed very shortly. I have a couple of old faces coming back, a couple of new faces coming in. So yeah, let's just hope it's going to be a good season in 2019 for TMC, and hopefully it still be on the rise. But thank you, boys, and I'd just like to thank before I go, I'd just like to thank everybody in TMC that has raced this season for absolutely some fantastic racing. There's been some bad racing, some bad races as we say, but that's just probably just due to with the game, load of desyncing issues and all that. But all the lads that are in TMC, just a massive thank you for an appreciation for turning up every week and racing and seeming to enjoy racing here. It's just showing you that I'm doing a very good job, and hopefully I can continue to do a fantastic job for you boys in the near future. But yeah, just thank you very much, and hopefully you continue to enjoy it. I will try my best to keep it as strong as it's going. But yeah, that pretty much just wraps everything up. Thank you everybody, and that is the awards finished, so I will get chatting to you in the next video. So see you later.